Alright. So the aliens are attacking after the failure of our last mission that moved up the retaliation timer. And now the aliens are making a move on another one of our facilities, and I've got to send a team in to deal with it. Time to upgrade some weaponry here. We have finally progressed up to magnetic weapons. I do have limited supplies, so I can't just spend everything here. As much as I would like to get all of these upgrades, just not going to be able to right now. So, choosing between the ones that I want. Going for the magnetic shotguns and magnetic rifles. The arc blade and the pistols will have to follow along later. Seeing if there were any other options, but with the recent casualties, I'm left without a lot of options. So it looks like this is very definitely my best choice for this crew, as far as experience goes. We go. Got us a magnetic shotgun and a magnetic rifle for this trip. Everyone else is still using old tech.
Sky Ranger
in position for deployment.
And we're going to see if we can save some lives.
Picking up an intermittent distress signal, and as far as we can tell, the aliens are hitting back against one of the resistance outposts. It doesn't look good. We're moving in to secure the area as quickly as possible. Neutralize all enemy contacts.
The team seems eager for some payback after the last mission. I know Clark Moss and Brad McCampbell definitely want a piece of them. They were there. And Brian Harris and Brian Jackie there both lost a teammate that they've been fighting with since the very first battle. Okay, so we're coming in hot. The aliens know we're here, no concealment.
Hostile forces are attacking the outpost. Eliminate all enemy units and protect those civilians.
Again, we have to rescue at least 6 civilians and take out all the aliens.
Advent came in hot, and so did we. You won't have a concealed position for deployment on
Now the
this
bonus there is, of course, that Brian Jackie here, Bacchus, is a phantom,
Position
so he
confirmed.
still remains concealed at the start of the mission. And he's going to go ahead and just move straight up here and rescue the civilian. This is a bit of a risky move, because if there's an alien over here, it could reveal him.
Go on, get going!
Turns out there's not. Turns out to be a good move. Trying to figure out where things are happening, where there are people to be rescued. Now, I want to move people up here, but I don't want to move them up far enough. I think they might trigger any aliens because Brian is left hanging out there in the wind.
Moving to designated coordinates.
And the thing with these retaliation missions is you cannot really play around with wasting time. You have got to move forward and rescue those civilians, or you're going to lose them. The aliens are killing people left and right. Really aggressive there. Simone moves up, and we do trigger a pod. Thankfully, it's on the other side of the map from where Brian is.
On the move. Moving to Overwatch.
Grenade properly placed will hit both of them. Kill that trooper.
Get ready for a surprise!
Keep him from moving around and flanking Simone. Casualties begin to mount.
We're seeing heavy civilian casualties, Commander. We have to stop this.
A rare miss by Nunsuch there.
Not good.
He opts to make a zombie out of the dead trooper, which is completely okay with me, because if I take that sectoid out, down goes that zombie. Clark figures out that he can get a flank on the sectoid by coming over here.
Okay.
Can he resolve this situation? Indeed he can.
Target down. Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Let's go ahead and have Jehudi make the move on the building here. Now the other thing we have to be cautious about, so she's going to move in great cover on the soda machine, is that any of these civilians could turn out to be a faceless, and you want to make sure that you're ideally rescuing civilians at the start of your turn, so that if a faceless pops up, you can try to drop it before it gets its turn to move and just kill you. Now when I was playing this on Commander difficulty when I first started, the faceless would spawn and immediately move and attack. And I don't know if that was a glitch, I don't know if that's an intentional part of the difficulty, but man is it lethal. In this one, on veteran difficulty, it seems like they spawn, if they spawn on your turn, they don't immediately attack you. But if that's always the case on Commander difficulty, that is a serious jump up in the power of the faceless.
On your order.
It's always hard to bring a sniper down out of these elevated positions. They're so good with that aim, that high aim.
On Overwatch. Heading to that location.
I'm on it.
And speaking of the faceless, here we go. So this one doesn't do it by me moving next to him, he just decides to reveal himself on the alien's turn. And he's just coming right in after me. Simone, this is... Just 6 points of damage. It's a good thing Jehudi was tough, because that's 1 point away from killing him. Jehudi leveling up to Sergeant really saved his life right there.
Heading out.
Alright, gonna do it this time, Simone? Heck yeah. Slap the goo right out of it.
Running dry on ammo.
With no one else really able to get in position to fire on that faceless, it's going to be up to Jehudi.
Roger that.
there's a propane tank right next to him, which would be tempting to shoot that and just blow him up. But I don't know exactly what the damage on that would be, whereas right here I've got 5 to 7 damage. This guy's sitting at 5 points. That is a solid kill. And that's what happens when you use claws on Jehudi right there. You get magnetically propelled slugs to your face. Moving up for another rescue here. And of course Brian is still concealed. At this point I'm feeling confident that I can more aggressively rescue people now that the Faceless has appeared. The ground floor team is pretty well confirmed that that building is secure, so we're going to get Clark on up onto the second floor.
Double time.
Brian's just, Nunsuch is just going to get a little closer to the action here.
Civilians left and right, Commander. We need to get these people out of here. Orders confirmed. On the move.
Comes in upstairs and rescues one of the civilians.
Move.
Peek out this window, see if there's any trouble over here. And that's encouraging that there are not aliens waiting right outside that window. Well, we've got a bunch of civilians over here. Yeah, I need to get a move on getting over there to rescue them because some of them are already coming under fire.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
I'm very happy. I'm happy with this move here. It's good cover.
Confirmed.
He's still concealed, so he is scouting out anything in this area. And there we go. Got Advent and a mech. So we know if we move too close, we will activate them. This one gets ready for action again.
Good to go.
Clark is pretty confident he can reach this guy over here on the steps without triggering that pod. be in a bad spot if he does. But using the screen there, I can see that I do not have line of sight to them if I move to this spot.
On the move.
There you go.
I got you. You're safe.
Rescued 2 in 1 turn.
Understood. Moving out.
He's going to move up, give himself some much needed healing. Here you go, robot. Patch him up.
Go medical.
And that is a really good sniper position
Running.
to take on those that pod that's over there. Alright, so no civilians killed that turn. I'm assuming that has something to do with the fact that I viewed that pod. That maybe they only go around killing civilians when they are out of sight. I don't know if that's the case. I'm not sure exactly what I'm saying right there. But they definitely, since they were activated this turn,
Heading to that location.
didn't actually shoot anybody.
Grenade
Yeah, I'm just
out!
gonna start with a grenade on that mech just to try to wear its armor out a little bit.
Moving out.
I absolutely do not want this stun lancer to get in on me this turn,
Fire
so
no!
damage him and blow up his cover.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Jehoody's gonna move up, open this door. And as always, if Jehoody smells blood in the water, he's like a shark. Just comes after you.
Target neutralized.
And then such just got a shot on this trooper. Through the chain link fence, drops him.
Hostile target down.
Now Brian could move up and shoot that robot. Doing so would reveal him, and he is unlikely to kill it. I don't want that robot to come up and start killing these civilians that I've got left here. So he is going to opt to go for the rescue.
Moving to position. I'm glad to see the Resistance has their new recruits training. They need to be prepared for the next advent sweep of this area. Let's go. Move out.
And he's just gonna stay ghosted and move up a little closer.
Orders
Just being an
confirmed.
absolute
Moving out.
ninja this mission.
We're starting to lose
And
ground.
the mech flees. I love that. Like, nope, I've had enough of this. Going back for help.
Closing on target position now.
Alright, picks up another rescue. That meets the minimum of the 6 that I needed to save. Now we just need to wipe out the aliens in order to beat this mission.
Status confirmed. We've secured a civilian contact. Heading there now.
And that mech really retreated. It went way back.
Run it!
Mona's just gonna go get behind this wall so that if these guys do show up, she can sweep around on them.
On my way.
By just moving up to get position on when we eventually find this mech or whoever he went to go find.
On Overwatch.
Now, I'm not sure what the benefits are here, but I'm here to rescue these people, and that's what Yehudi does. So he's not leaving someone stranded out here in the middle of the field. Off you go.
I got you. Go.
Get on out of here. There's still a guy left to be rescued in here.
On the move.
So Jehudi's not leaving him behind either. And I'm figuring maybe that mech will come stomping back, so we'll just have Brian overwatch for it. So there's still another pod back there, because that plasma bolt is not coming from that mech.
I'm on the move.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Moving. You're good to go.
Alright. Clears the building.
Multiple civilian contacts have
And
been
I
secured.
can't rescue that guy without leaving myself standing out in the wide open, so we're going to move up, get in position to rescue this guy, still remaining concealed.
No problem, boss.
And what? What? Two faceless on the same mission, most of the way through my turn. He's right on top of me. That sucks.
compromised.
That's bad news. Luckily, Simone is available. Clark finish it off. Not quite.
Toss me some ammo.
But from downtown, Brian Harris pull off the save here. Yes, he can.
X-ray neutralized.
That was close.
Advent troop spotted.
Oh, here's that next pod. With a mech joining them, it's a Viper, a Lancer, a Trooper, and a mech. That is that's a solid group to end this mission against. Luckily, Simone brought along a flashbang. She can get all three of them in front. Mech wouldn't be affected by it anyway.
Grenade!
So who does Nunsuch have a line on? Because I would like to take that Viper out. But she's actually got cover from that fence. And at that kind of range with her in cover, Nunsuch just does not have a strong shot against her. So, Brian's got a grenade. Solve a cover problem. Let's go stand in that stand behind one of these trees.
Whatever you say.
And we can set that car on fire at the same time.
Grenade out!
Okay, Nunsuch, 55% on the Viper. Way better than any of the other shots you've got. See if Clark can get a beat on her first. I think he can. 70%. How does Lone Star feel about this? Lone Star feels like he's gonna cook up some snake for dinner tonight.
Enemy down. Dead in the water here.
Duty's putting in a fresh magazine.
Ready to engage.
He's going to send some aid up to Bacchus up here. Since he is clearly the biggest target for the aliens right now. Way closer to him. Prove his defense.
Heading out.
Brian's gonna move up, finally top off his mag.
Oh yeah!
And can these guys pull anything off while they're disoriented? I've noticed that disoriented stun lancers are more prone to using their guns. I don't know if they can do their big charge thing while they're disoriented. And the mech just it's a good thing he decided to stand there and shoot. Cars, just the doom of everything in XCOM. And that mech just moved up and did nothing. Just didn't even go into Overwatch. Alright. Simone with her shredder cannon. That.
Training ammo fast.
Such going for the kill here. I mean, he really just performed great this mission. This bang. Just played it exactly the way a sniper should. Found himself a good spot with good coverage of the field, and just picked off targets whenever they presented themselves. Oh, do I want to sword this guy to death? I'd like to sword this guy to death. Swording this guy to death would be fun. Not sure why. I'm not sure why I decided on the shotgun here, but turned out to be a good decision. There we go. Cleaned up.
Not too shabby.
And no one injured, rescued all the civilians except for the ones that were just completely out of reach.
We're not picking up any additional contacts. The AO is clear.
Yes, excellent rating. Oh, there was a wounded. Yeah, Braden got wounded. But 9 out of 13 rescued.
Confirmed. Mission accomplished.
From what I had seen of these retaliation missions, I didn't even think that was possible to get that kind of numbers on it. 100% shot percentage. Just a great mission. It's a shame that it only happened as a result of a terrible mission. But here we go. We're making up for last mission's losses a bit. I'm definitely starting to see, you know, sort of the core of an A-team forming here with Brian Jackie and Brian Harris are very much moving up into being my A-team guys, the ones that are the go-to guys for getting missions done. And no one else who's on this mission underperformed at all. They're all good. Sadly, we got gravely wounded in this, and it's going to be out of action for a while.
I can't imagine the aliens are too happy about this one, Commander. Hell of a job.
Alright, so promotion time. So you want demolition or suppression? They're both good abilities. I really like them both. It's more of a question of how I want to develop the character on down the road. I know there are people who argue that demolition is a little weak, but I love the ability to just always wreck cover. And which is what I ultimately end up deciding for with him, is that I'm going to get him just... I'm going to stick to the demolition side of things for right now. It took me a while to make this call, as you can see. I figure just, you know, you always want to make sure that Clark goes a little earlier in the turn, gets a chance to blow the cover away so that other people can follow up and finish the target off. Rather than suppression, which is you save the character for later in the turn, and if you weren't able to do anything with the rest of your squad, you lock them down with it. So one is just a little bit more of an aggressive ability than the other, so I'm playing a little bit more aggressive with him. Alright, that's my promotion. Picked up some artifacts.
You and your crew have dealt another serious blow to the aliens'
You epic
efforts
voice guy,
today,
and that's it,
Commander.
guys. We go talk to you. I will wrap this one up.